Tomorrow morning at exactly 7:03, you open your eyes and you're a billionaire. Not a millionaire, not rich, a billionaire with a B. And before your feet even touch the floor, you've already made more money than your old job paid you in an entire year. Sounds perfect, right? Almost. Because your first day as a billionaire is nothing like you think. The mansion, the jet, the yacht, that's the easy part. It's the last 3 hours of this day that will completely change how you see money forever. So let's live it. One full day, your day, 7:03 a.m. You wake up naturally, no alarm. Billionaires don't get woken up. The world waits for them. While you were sleeping, something insane happened. Your money was working the night shift. Here's the math. $1 billion sitting in boring, safe investments grows about 5% a year. That's $50 million for doing absolutely nothing. Break that down. $137,000 every single day, $5,700 every hour, $95 every minute. You slept 8 hours? Congratulations. You just earned $45,000 in your sleep. That's a brand new car. Every night. For free. Forever. And here's the part that breaks people's brains. You cannot stop it. Even if you tried to waste this money, it refills faster than you can pour it out. Now look around. This bedroom is bigger than your old apartment. The window isn't a window. It's a glass wall looking over your 12-acre estate. You walk to the bathroom. Heated marble floors, a shower with 14 settings, a smart mirror that shows you the news, the weather, and your portfolio, which, by the way, made $300 while you brushed your teeth. Downstairs, and yes, it takes a while, there are 3 staircases. Your private chef is already working. You didn't order anything. He studied you. He knows you skip breakfast when you're stressed, so his entire job is to make food you cannot refuse. Fresh eggs from your own farm, bread baked an hour ago, coffee from a tiny farm in Panama that sells for $600 a pound. Total cost of this breakfast? You have no idea. And that's the first rule of billionaire life. Prices stop existing. Nothing has a number on it anymore. If you have to ask, it doesn't matter. After breakfast, you head to the garage. Except calling it a garage is an insult. It's an underground gallery, climate-controlled, museum lighting, 26 cars, a hypercar you've driven exactly once, a vintage Ferrari worth more than an office building. It just sits there, gaining $2 million a year in value. That car earns more than the boss you used to work for. But here's the twist nobody expects. You don't drive. You have a driver. Not because you're lazy, because your time now earns $95 a minute, remember? Traffic is for people whose time is free, and when the road is too slow, there's a helipad on the roof. Your helicopter turns a 2-hour drive into 11 minutes. Billionaires don't collect cars for speed. They buy back time. It's the only thing they can't print more of. 10:30 a.m. You feel like shopping, but you will never see a mall again. The store comes to you. Or better, they close the entire store, just for you. A private floor at the luxury boutique. Then the watch dealer's back room. The pieces that never reach the display case. The ones with an 8-year waiting list for other people. You point at a watch. It costs more than a house. The manager doesn't tell you the price. He tells you the story. A master watchmaker spent 14 months on it. You take 2, one for you, one because choosing felt like effort. And the payment? Invisible. No card, no phone tap. Your family office handles it. You never touch money anymore, which is funny because you're basically made of it. Quick reality check. That little trip cost $1.5 million. Your investments earn that back in 11 days, without you lifting a finger. 1 p.m. lunch in another country. Why? Because the pasta is better there. That's the whole reason. That's a completely normal billionaire decision. No airport, no security line, no taking your shoes off in front of strangers. Your car drives straight onto the tarmac, right up to the stairs of your private jet. Inside, a bedroom, a shower, a dining room, and your favorite snacks, stocked without you ever asking. Wheels up, 8 minutes after you arrive, cruising at 51,000 feet, above the weather, above the airlines, above everybody. Cost of this lunch trip? About $130,000. Your money made that back while you were choosing which shoes to wear. And this is where your brain starts to change. Distance stops meaning anything. Paris is lunch. Tokyo is a weekend. The whole world quietly shrinks into a menu. 4 p.m. Back home. And home is not a normal neighborhood. Welcome to the Billionaire District, the most expensive square mile on planet Earth. Your neighbor on the left built the app that's on your phone right now. The one on the right owns a shipping fleet. 3% of everything you've ever bought traveled on his boats. And here's the secret. Nobody here is famous. Celebrities are rich people's entertainment. Real wealth has no face. The houses don't even look impressive from the street. High walls, quiet gates. Because at this level, showing off is dangerous. The truly rich pay millions to stay invisible. There's a private school that costs $90,000 a year, a members-only restaurant with no sign on the door, and a hospital wing with your family's name on it, not because you're generous, because it means you never wait for a doctor, ever. That's what money really buys at the top. Not gold, access, doors that don't exist for other people, 6 p.m. golden hour. The helicopter takes you to the coast because your yacht doesn't fit in the marina. It anchors offshore like a small floating country, 110 meters. A crew of 40 who know your favorite song, your allergies, and the exact temperature you like the pool, 30.5 degrees, 2 helipads, a submarine, a cinema, and an entire deck you have never visited. Running cost, $25 million a year, just to keep it floating. And you know what? You'll use it maybe 4 weeks a year. It's the most expensive thing you own, and its real job is one sentence at dinner. We'll take my boat. 9 p.m. And now, the part of the day nobody puts on Instagram. You're home, alone, in a dining room with 22 chairs, and your phone buzzes, an old friend. You haven't spoken in 6 years. Hey, been thinking about you, man. Can we talk? You already know what the call is about. And the worst part? So does he. Since the news got out, 400 messages, cousins you've never met, the guy who bullied you in school, suddenly so proud of you. Every relationship gets a question mark now. Do they like me? Or the number? And you can never answer that question again. It's the one thing you cannot buy. Your security chief, yes, you have one now, gives you the nightly briefing. 2 new threats this week. Your kids will grow up with bodyguards on the school run. You can't post where you are in real time. You can't take a random walk without a plan. And here's the strangest statistic in the world. In surveys, most ultra-wealthy families say they still don't feel financially secure, $1 billion, and still checking over their shoulder. The money erased every problem you used to have and replaced them with problems money can't touch. 11 p.m. End of day 1. You're lying in a bed that costs more than a house, staring at the ceiling, and you finally get it. Billionaires don't feel rich because of the things they buy. By day 2, the jet is normal. By day 10, the yacht is furniture. Scientists call it hedonic adaptation. Your brain resets normal in about 2 weeks. No purchase survives it. So what actually stays? 3 things. Freedom. Nobody owns your calendar. Power. When you speak, things move. And the game. Because after the first billion, money stops being money. It's just the scoreboard. That's why they never retire. It was never about the stuff. It's the only game where the high score can change the world. So here's the real question, and be honest with yourself. The mansion, the jet, the freedom, and the fake friends, the security briefings, the question marks. One package, all or nothing. Would you take the billion? Drop your first purchase in the comments. I read all of them. And if you made it this far, subscribe. Because next time we're playing a harder game. You get $1 billion, but you have to spend it all in 30 days or you lose everything. See you there.